Hello, my name is Tae Lim. I'm a software developer and I am here to showcase the Wise app today and some of its capabilities. So by the time you're watching this video, you should be able to download and use a final build version for yourself. But for today, I am going to go over a development version and show some of its capabilities. So here we are on the landing page. Basically, this page is checking for any Conda updates and any Python packages that need to be installed. Um, when you are downloading and installing this app for the first time, this is a process that takes quite some time. Um, Along with some of the packages that we have, it involves a library called Sumo. And Sumo is going to be the main library that we are using to run traffic simulations. And it's going to take maybe 10-15 minutes to do so. So don't worry, it's just a process that takes some time. So um, be patient in that regard. So here we are led to the main page. On the right, you can see a map of California, and on the left, you can see a list of different projects. In order to create a new project, you would go into this input field and do it like so. So now that you've created a new project, we have a prompt that tells us to create a project bounding box by clicking on this button on the top right corner of the map in order to create new scenarios. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So now we have a project bounding box, and basically this project bounding box is used to host a multiple of new scenarios, and this bounding box will be shared between the different scenarios that we will newly create. As you can see here, we have different scenarios, and they're all using the same bounding box. So I'm going to create a new scenario for under the new project that we have created. And now it is up to the user to input some of these fields. So I'm going to do so. The description is optional. Here we draw the community danger and shelter zone polygons. And to do that, you would click on this button here, just like how you would with creating the project bounding box. And we have a community polygon here. So this community polygon indicates the community in which that we are most interested in for this scenario. And we would like to see how this community would evacuate this area. So where is the community evacuating to? We will be drawing the shelter zone polygons. So let's say we have one destination here, and let's say a second destination would be an area over here. So now that we have some destinations, we need to indicate the danger zone. And the danger zone is a polygon which this community is evacuating from. So any people that are within this danger zone are at risk and are should be evacuating to these destinations. And once they are out of this danger zone area, they are indicated as safe. So determine the pre-evacuation warning times and failure probability. This is basically having the minimum warning time to community, around the average warning time to community, and the maximum warning time to community. So let's say that there's 30 minutes to warn the community, which is the minimum, and an average around 60 minutes to warn the community. And let's go with 120 for a maximum. And then we would have to include a warning failure probability. So this is a percentage that indicates 80%. And we would input the average number of people per vehicle. So let's go with 2. And then for the final step, we would determine the probability of selecting each destination. So let's say 60% of the community members would evacuate to destination 1 and 40% evacuate to destination 2. And then once all this is complete, you would have to process the data.